No one had ever seen such magical and wondrous hands before. Whenever the king made even the slightest movement, mountains of gold and silver would spring up. If he touched a fountain, gold coins would start pouring out of it. Whatever the king touched would turn into gold. He was the richest king of his time. His palace was filled with gold and precious gems. He had everything needed for a life of comfort. But even then, he was not satisfied. His greed kept growing every day. He often thought, if only he could turn the whole world into gold. Just then, an elf with a green head appeared in a golden glow. He told the king that with just a gentle tap of his finger, he could turn any black cat into an 18-carat gold statue. Hearing this, the king was overjoyed. He began to think that if he cut off the elf's hand and attached it to himself, he would become rich forever. But the elf gave a warning. If you want a hand that can turn everything into gold, you will have to pay a heavy price. Then, whatever you touch, food, people, animals will all turn into gold. But the king didn't care about anyone. He thought the elf was an obstacle on his path to wealth. Just then, the elf took off his hat and disappeared into a golden light. The king looked at his hands and thought of trying them out on something living. Nearby, a black cat was sitting, but she understood everything and ran off toward the village. As he was chasing after her, he ran into a tree along the way, and that tree also turned to gold, with its apples now made of 8-carat gold. The king's beloved animal had now also become a golden statue, exactly as he had wanted. Now he wished that even his teeth would turn to gold. When he sat down to eat, even the chair turned into a golden cushion. By now, this was no longer surprising. Even his handkerchief turned into thin sheets of gold. He picked up an orange, but as soon as he tried to squeeze the juice out, it turned into gold coin. But the king was very hungry. He quickly tried to drink some water, but by then it was too late. He tried to eat some roasted chicken, but as soon as it touched his lips, it too turned to gold. Now the king could not bear any of this anymore. Whatever he touched became a cold, lifeless thing. Exhausted and angry, he overturned the table. Now he was so troubled by hunger that he began to see stars before his eyes. He realized his mistake. When he looked in the mirror, he was frightened to see himself looking like a golden skeleton. Then, running to his vault, he began to cry loudly. Now he wished he could cut off his own hands. Just then, the elf appeared again. He said that if you are ready to give up all your wealth, I can free you from this curse. But for that, you will also have to part from your family. All your treasure will be gone, and you will become poor. Hearing this, the king immediately nodded and apologized to the elf. He made a solemn declaration, a profound and deeply felt pronouncement, stating with absolute conviction that should he ever, under any circumstances, partake in the act of consuming sustenance again, even a single morsel of food, it would signify a complete and utter reversal of his current stance, a profound departure from the vow he had made to himself, and a betrayal of the extreme circumstances that had led him to such a definitive and life-altering decision regarding his future dietary habit.